Okay, what's going on, guys? Today is January 27th, and tomorrow, which is gonna be probably a couple minutes, 30 minutes from now, probably, yeah, 30 minutes from now, it's gonna be a tomorrow, which is going to be 28th of January. It has been a long month of January 2025. By the way, I'm watching you guys here. You know, I'm gonna do this, put my feet out and talk to you guys. Because I'm a little bit uncomfortable, and as you know, just turn on the fan because it's hot. So, yeah, I want to talk about a few things. Well, one of them is basically lust. I don't really know what to talk about, to be honest. I lied. I just had a feeling that I had to do this. So I do it anyways. Well, let's talk about lust. When you're trying to give up lust, as I mentioned from my video earlier, when I was driving in the car, giving up lust is very difficult, especially when your body is so used to committing the sin. Some people would say it's not a sin, it's a relief of stress. Well, that really depends on how you looked at it, because yeah, you can relieve stress, but at the same time it's like, if you keep doing that, it becomes a habit, and it's a terrible habit. I can tell from a person's face if a person is, addicted to something. For example, like lust, alcohol, other drugs, or other things. Like they have a vibe to them. Anyhow, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about like quitting lust. Is very difficult. Even I am struggling to it. I'm trying to fight how to, defeat lust. And until I find out that defeating lust is not about you fighting lust, it's about you trying to move yourself from that place to another and being intensely, what's the word for that? Intensely, now I forgot the word. Addicted to something else. And for me, when I'm trying to get rid of lust, when I'm trying to fight lust, I'm trying to walk towards Jesus. Some people it's like, oh, religion, look at that. Oh no, religion. Religion's not bad, You gotta understand that you're a weak human being, and nothing that you do is gonna spare your life anyways. So you might as well jump into a religion that you would believe in with all your heart, even if you fail, and fight for it. So anyhow, if you walk towards Jesus, which I'm doing, and I'm trying to fix my relationship with Jesus, it's not going to be easy as well. It's not going to be easy either. It's going to be super difficult, because you come in from this household of, when I say household, it's like a container, like a cage, or like a world which is what you believe. You coming from there to another, and you're like, oh, everything here is new, everything here is peaceful, everything is nice. And then your other world's calling you. It's going to be difficult. And I say, like everybody else who preach the name of Jesus, walk towards him. And, excuse me, my nose itchy. Work towards him, and you'll find what you're looking for. The real answer. Because for me, love is what I'm looking for. And associate love with lust, I don't know why. I guess physical touch or being held is something that I long for, and being acknowledged is something that I long for. And when I had sex, or when I do the sin, when I do the deed, or when I try to do myself, it's the feeling is there. It's like it blurs everything else that I'm longing for, and I would say like, oh wow, this is what my body needs, but it's not what my soul needs. Do you understand? You get me on that? It's not what my soul needs. My soul needs a peaceful, loving, intense love, that's trying to be with me, and that loves me and things like that. That's not trying to run away, like when you masturbate or when you had sex. It's just a feeling. When you're in love or when you are being loved, it's in there. It's different compared to when you just do it with someone random or someone And now that I think about it, in the Bible it said don't have sex or don't have intercourse or things like that until after marriage. It's because you catch all those disease, or it's not just your body that's releasing something, it's your soul that's trying to attach to something, and you need that attachment to carry on in life so that you don't fall into other temptation or that you don't fall into despair. And that's the thing that people need to understand. I might not be making sense over here, but that's the way I understood it. What you need is not sex. What you need is not sex. Like, I get it, sex is a reproduction thingy that's science-based, which is what your body needs. What your body needs is to reproduce. That's what you're made of. You need to reproduce, therefore you need to you need to multiply, just like how in the Bible, you make little babies, little weirdos, and then let them run around and ruin things, and then, they grow up, do the same thing. But you need to learn first what you really need is not just that. Basically, you cast your bait or you cast your hook into the sea, knowing that that's the only fish that you want, and that bait is specifically just for that. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. No, I meant to say, basically, what you need is love. Love, Love, love. People be like, I don't believe in love. Yeah, whatever. Accountability. You know what? Stay away. You need love so that you can attach your soul into somebody that is good for you, that will lead you out of temptation. In my case, I'm trying to find love through Jesus Christ, through the Lord I was told, love me, and He's aware of my flaws and how stupid I am and everything, and knows that like I'm trying to change it, and it's gonna take a long time for me to change because I keep falling into temptation, because my body is so used to being tempted. You need love. You need to walk towards the love, not towards temptation, because if you're walking towards temptation, your life goes down. You become addicted to like, oh yeah, I gotta get more of this, I gotta get more of that, because it's easy fix. But if you learn how to love, you just, oh wow, this is all I need. It's like looking into a field that is so beautiful that you don't want to leave, that you can't leave, that you will do anything to stay there. Instead, you're running towards easy fix. So what I'm saying is find the love, you know? That took like 10 minutes of me getting to the point of walk towards love, and instead of walking towards an easy fix. Now, for me, I fall a lot into temptation. My body's used to it. I regret a lot of things that I've done, and honestly, I was about ready to give up. I'm just like end it all, and I wanted to just disappear until I said one more. I let this string that's pulling my heart, I'll hold on to it, and I'll let it lead me to where I need to be. And it led me to Christ. And I believe that's what I really need. I'm not trying to be super religious or whatever, but that's the thing. The thing that you think that you don't need is what you really need, if that makes sense. The thing that you're running away from is what you really need, not anything bad. Because you know if it's good for you, and you'll know if it's bad for you. You'll know. You'll understand. It's just like you can't blame anybody if you keep following the bad things. That's the things that are bad for you. You can't. You shouldn't really. I mean, it's all your fault if you do, because you let it all go down. You should be focusing on what would be good for you instead of what would be bad for you or needs a fix. You need not to be afraid of things if you follow Jesus, because life is about you finding your purpose and manifesting that purpose, giving the next torch to the next person so that you can light up the world that is dark. If that makes sense to you. So, summarize the whole thing. Find God. Alright, that's it. It's just this video. Thank you so much, guys.